What's up everybody, welcome to the Far Side. This is Migs. Holy shit, big news from the Deadpool front. Ryan Reynolds took to social media and confirmed Deadpool 3. We got a release date for the film, but we have to wait a couple of years. September 6, 2024. Oh, and Hugh Jackman also returns as Wolverine.
Hey Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time?
Yeah, sure, Ryan.
Hell yeah. If you're new to the channel, we discuss everything Marvel, Weapon X, and regeneration. Please consider like and subscribe. If you haven't already, we appreciate your support. Let's get into this, let's go. There's been a lot of speculation on the movie. All we can confirm so far is that Sean Levy will be directing the movie. He also teamed up with Reynolds on Free Guy and The Atom Project. Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, the writers of the first two Deadpool movies, will return to write the third film. That's pretty much it. There's little we know about the film except for the addition of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, which is huge for Marvel and Deadpool fans. Wolverine and Deadpool have multiple tie-ins in the comics. Both have healing factors and often come into blows because of their polar opposite personalities. Ryan played a version of Deadpool in the movie X-Men Origins Wolverine, or rather Wade Wilson, not really sure if you want to call him that, but this time a bit different altogether. This is Deadpool's first official MCU appearance, but that's also not a complete shocker, as we know the IPs from Fox are moving into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This sparks a lot of talk and speculations as to the direction they'll take for the character and the movie. With Hugh reprising his role as Wolverine, this will mark the first two full-fledged mainstream IPs from Fox to appear within the MCU. We thought that Hugh Jackman was done with the character after Logan back in 2017. That movie is based on the Mark Millar Wolverine Old Man Logan comics. That movie has retired the character and serves as the farewell for the well-loved Hugh Jackman Wolverine after 17 years. Which brings me to another hot topic, and a lot of people are wondering, which I'm sure will spark a number of debates and speculations for months to come. How will they bring the character back? What will the future look like for Deadpool? And this kind of plays into what I really want to talk about here. Deadpool movies have not been strict in terms of continuity. It's standalone and self-contained. It has always been its own thing, with the occasional big-name characters being brought in to participate in the story. You have Colossus in the first movie espousing the superhero trope, Juggernaut, the unrelenting force, and so on. But the thing is, there wasn't really any adherence to a big picture. They have their own version of the characters and they don't really spend time explaining their existence for the sake of continuity. You see, the newer X-Men cast in the Mansion 2, no explanations whatsoever. He goes back to stop Ryan Reynolds from making the Green Lantern movie, visits his own character from X-Men Origins, and of course Baby Hitler. All of these things just happen in a Deadpool movie. You don't have to worry about the bigger picture because that really doesn't matter, and I kind of hope they keep it that way. There are no rules with Deadpool, and just like in the comics, the possibilities are huge if they let him exist in his own bubble. And it seems, at least with the addition of Wolverine, they're headed in the same direction. They might actually do Deadpool versus Old Man Logan, a cool little side mission, the cranky old Logan with wacky Wade Wilson, or maybe he's just Wolverine wearing his yellow spandex for once. They can have Spider-Man Deadpool team up with Tom Holland, or even other versions of him in their own adventure. Steve Rogers aka Captain America, who Wade idolized in the comics, would be great too. And think about Josh Brolin, Cable, and Thanos in the same scene in a Deadpool movie. Oh man. Having mainstream heroes coming into the story, playing off of Deadpool's off-the-wall humor, will allow the character to really shine. This could be the fun, no-holds-barred storytelling that the MCU wanted when they first launched She-Hulk. And to be honest, She-Hulk never quite achieved the humor popularized by her character in the 80s. I know Kevin Feige has huge plans for the next 6 years or whatever, each title for Phase 5 and 6 and so on. Everything has major tie-ins to everything else and is tailor-made to fit into the grand multiverse saga. All these movies have their own space, and I'm hoping Deadpool isn't one of them. Should be the wild card of the group. Deadpool can be this wildly creative and fun title that cuts into all the seriousness that we inevitably get from the other Marvel projects. Don't get me wrong, Deadpool has great stories of his own, and that worked really well for the first two films. The fourth wall breaking stuff was great and all, but I also like the story regarding the character. He has a solid arc, and we cared about what happens in the movie. And I think that's one of the main challenges for the creative team, to provide the same level of storytelling and at the same time have connected connective tissue to the larger plan. I hope they don't try to rationalize everything with how Wolverine will appear in the movie, especially in relation to the past Fox titles. I know Deadpool ties heavily into the mutants and X-Men in general, and most probably some of them might even get their debut in the movie, but quite frankly, there will be time and place for that. People will have much to do in terms of setting up the mutants and how they exist in the MCU. Hugh Jackman and Reynolds do have this jokey relationship, often taking jabs at each other, pulling pranks and whatnot. Bringing that on screen as Deadpool and Wolverine is exciting for me. Both of them are tremendous actors, and I'm sure everything will play well on screens, and I'm very much looking forward to these two coming together, and hopefully it's a great movie. That's it for me, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of the announcement. Are you as excited as I am? And what are you looking for the next Deadpool movie? I appreciate your support of the channel. Thank you for watching. Keep rocking out there, and see you on the next one.